Hello, my name is Joseph Skinner, and the intent of this video is to help the viewer trying to figure out which gaming console they should pick and how to determine that. Essentially, what I have on my left-hand side is an Xbox One, and the right is a PlayStation 4. These are two of the most popular gaming consoles, and people are having a hard time figuring out how to pick which one's better, which one's worse, which one I get to benefit the most from. And some people would say it's just down to preference, which one you like, whatever has your favorite game on it. It's a bit more than that. Like compared to like saying Coke and Pepsi, where it comes down to preference, but it's not just a preference thing. Even though that does play a role, it is a hardware, software. I guess also like how is it compatible to your TV? There's a load of issues when trying to figure out which one to buy and how to determine that. And when it comes down to it, I played on both consoles, and when looking at it, I think the Xbox One is better than the PlayStation 4. And there are four reasons while determining this. So, start off, Xbox One and PlayStation 4, when you're looking at the best consoles that each one sells, the Xbox One has a more upgraded console than what I have currently. It's called an Xbox One X, which does which helps do true 4K gameplay on a 4K TV. And even if you don't have 4K TV, it also has more enhanced graphics added onto it. PlayStation 4 Pro is the upgraded version of PlayStation 4. And that doesn't have true 4K gameplay, but it also has a big graphics. So in terms of graphics, when it comes down to graphics, they're a bit same, but Xbox One, I think, outperforms when it comes to Xbox when you're taking account the Xbox One X or the PlayStation 4 Pro. Another thing to consider is backwards compatibility. Basically, Xbox allows its users to replay old games. So you can take an old game from, let's say, like 15 years ago, from like an old Xbox console, and you can plug the disc into the console, and it'll be able to put in the Xbox will be able to play the game with better resolution and better basically frames per second. So it basically helps the game run a lot better and smoother back when the game was first released. PlayStation 4, on the other hand, doesn't do the same thing. You can't take your PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3 disc of your favorite game and plug into PlayStation 4 and expect that to do the same thing. There are ways to play the game, but you have to rebuy it. The third reason why I think Xbox One is more ideal, also something to consider, is cross-platform gameplay, which is basically you can play a multiplayer game on your Xbox One, and if you have a friend that plays on a different console other than PlayStation 4, such as Switch or PC, you can play with them, which is which is a relatively new thing that Xbox is supporting. We can play with other people on different consoles. PlayStation 4 I'm not saying they're against that, but they're not a support idea. They're more want to be within their own zone, obtain their own zone when doing multiplayer. They don't want to play with other people, allow their use to play with other people on different consoles. And the fourth reason why you should choose Xbox One or PlayStation 4 is, well, during my research, I discovered this. There's this, not like program, but this deal the Xbox One has, which is called Xbox Game Pass. Rather than buying each new game individually, you can subscribe to a deal on Xbox One and Xbox One Pass and have access to a collective of games. So instead of just buying like each new game that piques your interests, which some would argue is more expensive, some argue less. It really depends what kind of gamer you are. Are you just a casual gamer or are you a more hardcore gamer? You could subscribe to Xbox Game Pass and basically give you this access to all these games as long as you give an annual fee. PlayStation 4 doesn't really give you that collectiveness. So it really comes down, like, that's more of your preference thing in terms of prices. If you see yourself playing more games in the future. Or if you play less games, then good for you. But in conclusion, Xbox is preferable because it is a more powerful console with better deals and a variety of fun gameplay. And preference is ultimately important, I know, but facts are also important. Those are some reasons that when researching and playing myself, my own personal experience, I came down to the final conclusion that Xbox, why someone should do an Xbox One better than PlayStation 4, and basically why the reasons and what are the reasons to look into when determining.